All right, all right, all right. The Lions have a draw with the Arizona Cardinals. It was 27-27. Live stream, I'll go over stats tomorrow. But let's talk about it. We back. Mercy Sports Talk. Keeping this one rated E for everybody. So I ain't about to get crazy on here, man. But first half, we was, we was scoring the ball. I mean, we was moving the ball. And we eventually scored a couple times. But you know, man, where do I start at, man? We didn't have a good day rushing the ball. We didn't. I thought it looked like Anderson was more successful running the ball today. It looked like Johnson, he just didn't really have it today, man. And Tyler Johnson, he got in for a play, I think. But offensively, Hockenson was a monster. I think he set a rookie receiving yards record for the since the Super Bowl era. Shout out to him. But what it boiled down to, Stafford, you start off there, man. Stafford made some fucked up passes. I'm sorry, I had to cuss. But a lot of the catches they was catching, Stafford was throwing behind them, and I've been saying it. I've been preaching it forever. Matthew Stafford, you might have said, oh, he had a good game. Look at the stats. Look at the touchdowns. Look at this. Look at that. If you look at the ball placement, man, a lot of those passes were behind the receivers, and he had some good ones, but he just ain't accurate though, man. He just ain't accurate. And you can say, well, the left tackle didn't hold up Trent. I'm thinking about trading for Trent Williams already. Taylor Decker, he was horrible today. He had a couple penalties that they didn't accept, but he probably like had half our penalties if you the acceptance and non-acceptance. Early on, Terrell Suggs went around him and he swiped the ball out of Stafford's hand. They didn't think until like the fourth quarter or overtime, whatever it was, to give him to help put a tight end on the side of him and give him some help. I don't know, what they've been thinking about all summer, or what they've been saying in the mini camps and the training camps. But they should have known that he ain't that guy. He can't be blocking he's no Hall of Famer. I know Terrell Suggs is old as dirt. He old as Jesus, but he can't be blocking no Hall of Famer, man. Excuse me. He can't, not one-on-one. And Chandler Jones got one on him, too. Chandler Jones went around him early on. And, he just not that guy. They tried to hold out. And ever since that shoulder injury, he just ain't been that good. And maybe he can be a right tackle somewhere else, but he is one of the donkeys of the day. I think he'd be my second donkey of the day. Other than that, offensively, Amendola was an idiot. The Patriots were an idiot, but I'll get time. Patriot players were idiots. I'll get to that in a minute. Ragnow, he gave up a little pressure in the middle. I don't know if it ended up being a sack, but he's still playing a little injured. Just trying to think. Calladay, he made some good catches in the last catch in the end zone. He could have made. Jermaine Brock just made an amazing play. But one thing I do say, just looking at the offense, is that nothing is ever easy for the Lions. We could just never go out there and just get points and go up enough. This can't happen. Maybe Bevel or Stafford or Lombardi, Stafford or Cooter, Stafford, Scott Linehan, Stafford. We could just never go up the field and get fucking points, and we could never run the ball consistently. Stafford, I think at some point in the fourth quarter, had 37 dropbacks. I'm pretty sure he eclipsed 40. And what did I say this week? With that offensive line, Matthew Stafford can't be dropping back 35, 40, 45, 50 times. You can't have it. What was the point of bringing Darrell Bevel in and him being known as running the ball good in Seattle? He ran it good with Gus Frerotte and Taraj Jackson. In Minnesota at some point. We brought you here to run the ball. We didn't ask you to come here. I don't know if they asked, but I'm just saying, I didn't ask you to come here to spread it out 5 wide and 4 wide and throw the ball. We've been seeing that. We've seen it with Cooter. We've seen it with Linehan. We've seen it with Lombardi. You have an 11th-year quarterback. You need to be able to run the ball more than they did. And at one point, Anderson had 35 and Kerryon had 34 yards. At some point, you have to consistently run the ball. And then here you go again on a fucking Josh Gaddis, Jim Harbaugh stuff. It was a critical third. It was a second down. I think in the fourth quarter at halftime, they ran the fucking ball. I think it was like fourth quarter. So they ran the ball when they should have thrown it on third down. They got an incompletion, but Darrell Bevel with the timeout, he didn't trust. I guess he didn't trust the play call. They didn't get the right look that he was looking, so he wanted to call the timeout and get a better play in. The play kind of ran after the timeout was heard, and they actually would have picked up the first down and iced the game. didn't do it. So that was, my only gripe with him tonight was that he didn't. His run pass balance was shitty. Just looking at, I don't have the stats in front of me. I'll go over tomorrow, but his run pass balance wasn't that good tonight. They got to be able to run the ball a lot better. And you know what? It's the same thing with whoever the OC for Stafford. We spread out, tossing around the field type of team. And that's just what it boiled down to. We just going to spread you out no matter, who the offensive coordinator is. We need to be running the ball. That's the point of getting these running backs in. We need to be running the ball. And the running backs wasn't featured in the passing game. Kerryon gets featured on the circle route, Texas route, option routes. They didn't do no screens. At the end of the day, Hockenson controlled the middle of the field. But we didn't run the ball. Again, that's been, you come to Detroit, or if you come to Detroit, the number one thing is the reason why we don't punch the ball in the end zone. It's not Matthew Stafford. It's really not the offensive coordinator. If you come in here, the reason you don't punch the ball in the end zone or your offense don't consistently pick up first downs and go up the field is because the lack of the running game. But you know what? Scott Linehan came here, wanted to be the greatest show. Well, that was Mike Marks. He wanted to come here, spread it out. All right? Joe Lombardi wanted to come here, spread it out. Jim Bob Cooter wanted to come here, spread it out, 35, 40, 50 pass attempts a game. I mean, I've been watching Lions forever. The problem is running the ball since Barry left. Running the ball. We need to have 40 rush attempts today. We needed to be running the ball a lot better, and we didn't do it today. The same shit, no matter what the coordinator is, they want to spread out 3 wides, 4 wide. You got all these freaking tight ends. Run the ball. Run the ball. That's the number one problem with the Lions. The last 20-something years almost, it's been running the ball with consistency. I just don't get it. But, Darrell Bevel was a sucker for the timeouts today. And he was the third sucker today. But he was a sucker for the timeouts today. He was a sucker for his run-pass ratio. Going to the defense, hey, man, I didn't even know Trey Flowers was out there today, okay? I didn't know Trey was out there. Okay, I promise you, I didn't know Trey Flowers was out there today until he got the hands to the face mask penalty. $90 million, and I told y'all that was a waste of money. When you go out there, you don't go out there and give no right in $90 million. You know what I'm saying? You go out there and give you that end that's rushing from the blind side, and that get you 12, 15 sacks. The one play today, Trey Flowers didn't make a fucking peep. He didn't tap on the window. He was quieter than the mouse pissing on flowers. You know what I'm saying? Didn't do nothing on the first time you heard him. Hands to the face mask, penalty. And he was the reason they got all the way inside the 5 and got the touchdown. And then a 2-point to tie the game up. Come on, where was he at today? Devin Kennard, he was doing his shit. The defense did good today, but you know what happened? The offense sputtered in the second half, and it affected the defense. Before you want to blame Matt Patricia, the offense sputtered. They didn't run the ball with no consistency. Matthew Stafford was inaccurate today. I don't care what none of these other motherfuckers say. I don't care what they say. Like I said before, I watched the ball placement with Matthew Stafford today. He was behind. It's the same stuff. The offense needed that. The way the defense played in the first half, they didn't give up no points. Don't forget the reason they gave up the first field goal. Back to another donkey of the day. He's somewhere in the top 5. Jamal Agnew fumbled the ball. He muffed the ball. And they got their first field goal. Had he not muffed the ball, they wouldn't have had no type of momentum. It ain't the defense. People saw the defense suck. They got tired. They only got 3 third downs in the third quarter. They wore them out. It wasn't that, Cliff Kingsbury made some great adjustments. No, he got momentum going. They got tired. Shit started to work. He got momentum. When you get momentum is one of the greatest intangible assets you can have in the game. And his mind got to work. And then he got to open up the playbook. Guys was tired. They was tired. The offense, the inability of the offense to pick up first downs and score touchdowns and put the game away. The offense affected the defense. But Agnew, Donkey, Trey Flowers, all that money for him. And y'all, it's a good sign. You hating, Motor City hating. I told y'all he wasn't that guy. If he really a $90 million guy, you think New England letting dudes like that walk out the door? No. No. Not at all. You know what I'm saying? And Tracy Walker, he made some plays today. He almost made a few boneheaded plays. But it was the players that made stupid plays. Trey Flowers, the hands to the face that prolonged the drive, moved him inside the 5, gave him first down. Damian Amendola not getting outside and out of bounds wasn't the worst. Devin Kennard, he did good. I get a couple game balls out too. But, defensively, they got wore out. But you know what? This team ain't winning shit. Not playing like that. You know what? They're not. You look at the Minnesota Vikings, they could beat them. Not right now. They got to make some adjustments, and I'll do some videos. Maybe drop one later on tonight or in the morning. I got one in my mind. But, defensively, I was encouraged until they got tired. And that was because of the offense. Inability to run the ball. When you drop them back 40, 50 times, how many times you end up dropping back? And you're not getting completions. You're not being Tom Brady and picking up first down. You're getting put off the field. Your defense getting tired and tired. I'm not excited about Darrell Bevell no more. He did not do what he came here to do, and that was revive and rejuvenate the running game from Detroit. And him not running the ball, us not being successful running the ball, trickled down to the defense getting tired, not picking up first downs. But Walker, he played pretty well today. A lot of times he got smoked. He got smoked by Larry, but that was zone coverage. They was calling zone, and Larry Fitzgerald in the slot. And on any safety in the league, I'm gonna take Larry Fitzgerald, even at this age. Coleman played well in the slot, and then they just got momentum. We got tired defensively. I'm not even knocking the defense, other than Trey Flowers for his idiot play. But they got tired. There was a lack of keeping drives alive from the offense that tired the defense out. But other than that, the Devin Kennard game ball go to him. He had 3 sacks in the first half. I think it was most by any Detroit Lions linebacker in the Super Bowl history, in modern Super Bowl era. Darius Slay played good. You didn't hear his name a lot. When they finally, figured out, hey, let's put Darius Slay on Larry Fitzgerald after he didn't fucking let us up. He did well tonight, and that's the guy they chose not to pay. Savani, he did well tonight. The running backs, offensive line, still work to be done. Didn't hear Rick Wagner getting blew up today. They target Taylor Decker. Hawkinson, big game ball, go to him. But welcome to Detroit. You see how that go. You have a career record yard day. You still take that L. But you know what? On to Los Angeles next week, but it ain't really nothing to be happy about. All right? Hawkinson is the only real bright spot. And Kennard, he played well, but same old Lions, man. Called a timeout to get in our way. We had the perfect play called. Stafford was mad. And at the end of the day, you got to look at the constant variables here, man. You got to look at the constant variables. What is the constant? The constant variable, or the variable that's in every equation, is Martha Ford. Is the Ford's still owning. Matthew Stafford still the quarterback. Okay, those are the 2 constant variables. Okay, at the end of the day, we'll see how it goes. If you're drawn with the worst team in the NFL, probably not named the Miami Dolphins, then it don't look like it's going to be a good season. But maybe they make some adjustments. Maybe Darrell Bevell makes some adjustments. We'll see. But it looks like another long, tough season for the Lions, man. Just shit like that. And at the end of the day, you know what? My idiots of the day go to Darrell Bevell, Taylor Decker number 1, Darrell Bevell, Damian Amendola, no particular order after Decker. Damian Amendola, Darrell Bevell, I said him. Matthew Stafford go in there as well. He made a lot of inaccurate passes. Go look at the pass. People say, you hating Stafford played good. Look at the passes. Niggas had to go like this and had to go like that. Had to go like that to catch the ball. Same shit, different toilet. Hey, man. We'll be back with some more content. I'll be live tomorrow, God willing. And we'll be talking about the game, live review. But other than that, it is what it is. Motor City Sports Talk. Appreciate that love, support. Let me know what you guys thought about the game in the comment section. The draw 27-27. We gone.